And welcome back to Daily Justice. Our topic today is legal separation or divorce. Which option is right for you? My guest is Mark Hodgson, family law attorney here in Spokane. Mark, what's the key difference between legal separation and divorce in Washington?
Well, legal separation carries with it sort of that last little string between the parties, and it's pretty useful, say, if you're trying to keep certain benefit packages alive, certain state benefits, sometimes military benefits. The legal separation will allow the parties to split the property, enter into a parenting plan, have child support, and all those other things, while still being able to, say, collect a security payment of some sort. So that's a lot of the time, 90% of the reason to do a legal separation as opposed to a divorce is to kind of keep that little string going. But there's other reasons too. I mean, there's, for instance, a divorce in Washington State, which I don't know why this hasn't changed, has this sort of old-timey rule that you must wait 90 days from the filing of the divorce to the finalization of the divorce. And so it takes 91 days. Again, probably too much information online, but I went through a dissolution myself, and I chose the legal separation. And the reason I did it was you could start the legal separation and end the legal separation on the same day. And so there was no litigation in my divorce. And 6 months down the road, you can convert it. Does it take twice as long? Yes. However, all the paperwork's done, and I wasn't looking to get married in the next 6 months. That's really the only stopping point for me. I don't have any government benefits. I don't know, there was no reason for me to necessarily worry about the benefits of a legal separation. However, it did make it so I could get my documents entered and finalized on the same day.
So those are some of the reasons why a separation might be a better choice versus divorce.
Can be, but it can also, a lot of times the nice part about a divorce is you're divorced. For any potential lawsuits or anything else, you're no longer married to that person. It's a very final thing, being divorced. So it can be a very important thing. Legal separation, sometimes for religious reasons, can mean something for someone where, I cannot be divorced because of my beliefs. And so the legal separation gets you out of maybe a toxic marriage or a dangerous situation without compromising your religious values. So it's going to be an individual choice for everyone.
And you said separation agreements can be converted into divorce later?
Absolutely, they can. And in fact, if you were in one 14 years ago, you can absolutely make a motion to change it into a divorce, and it cannot be opposed. So people in Washington State have an absolute right to be divorced. You do not have to stay married to anyone, and it's a 6-month window instead of a 90-day window. 6 months down the road, you convert it to a divorce, or a dissolution, really.
So how does the separation affect property division versus divorce and property division?
I haven't really found that it does, other than it can keep some benefits alive that would otherwise die in a divorce, such as retirement payments or pension plans or things like that. So it can affect the sort of like maybe maintenance, because you're able to get a different source of income that's not coming from the other party. But generally, I would say all property comes before the court for an equitable settlement, and equitable does not mean equal, it means fair. And so, the property division in a legal separation, off the top of my head, keep in mind it's a 5-minute video, but off the top of my head, should not be appreciably different in a legal separation.
Interesting. Which option is right for you, separation or divorce? For more expert legal insights or to get trusted help with your situation, you can visit HodsonLawOffices.com or call the number on your screen right now to schedule your free consultation today. There's also a direct link below this video.